Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. I've got something very special for you today. And by special, I mean terrible. This is Pyramid of Light in GOAT format, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting a new series called Gimmick GOAT, or GOAT Gimmick. I'm not sure of the name yet. However, basically what the series will be is me making gimmicky GOAT decks, obviously, playing them and seeing just how bad they really are. Today we have Pyramid of Light. I can already tell you it's a terrible deck. So, little backstory. Released in the little promotional packs for the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie, Andros Sphinx, Sphinx Teleia, Athenian the Great Sphinx, and Pyramid of Light, all cards used by the major antagonist in the movie, Anubis, were released, and these cards are just unfortunately not good, not even in GOAT format. Andros Sphinx and Sphinx Teleia are both level 10 beast monsters. Andros Sphinx has 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, and Teleia is vice versa, 2,500 attack, 3,000 defense. They both can be special summoned from your hand by paying 500 life points when Pyramid of Light is on the field, and they each have a pseudo burn effect to them, where Andros Sphinx, if it destroys a monster, a defense position monster by battle, it inflicts half of its attack of that destroyed monster's attack to your opponent as burn damage, and Sphinx Teleia does the same but with defense points. Athenian the Great Sphinx is just a backup card. Really, it's the worst of the bunch. It's a 3,500 attack beater, probably the first monster you could ever special summon from the deck. When Andro and Teleia are destroyed at the same time, and really all it does is boost itself by 3,000 attack when it's summoned for another 500 life point cost, putting up to 6,500 attack with absolutely no protection. So, terrible card. We have 3 Cataville Omen. This searches out the most important card in the deck, Pyramid of Light, which I'll get to soon. Combined with Necro Valley, instead of putting Pyramid of Light just on the top of your deck, as usual with Cataville Omen, you actually get to add it to your hand, so that's why we've got the Cataville Omen Necro Valley combination. Berserk Gorilla, this is a 2,000 attack beater, just a really good stat line for a level 4 monster to keep on the field until you get your cards right. Also, when combined with Skill Drain, it's a pretty decent card. Big Shield Gardener and Goblin Attack Force are all cards you'll see as well in decks that include Skill Drain. What this deck really is the worst Skill Drain beatdown deck, and I'll explain more about that after. Exiled Force as removal. Then we've got our Goat Staples, Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed. The 3 Necro Valley, like I said, is for Cataville Omen, but also is good for the Chaos matchup. 2, Reinforcement of the Army to search out Exiled Force or Goblin Attack Force. 1, Terraforming, just to act as a 4th copy of Necro Valley. And Pyramid of Light. You want to see this card as fast as possible, even though it literally does nothing. All it does is, when Pyramid of Light leaves the field, you banish Andros Sphinx and Sphinx Teleia. It is literally a do-nothing card, but it is unfortunately necessary for this build in order to get Teleia and Andro out of your hand. Skill Drain. Andro Sphinx and Sphinx Teleia have this annoying little effect where when they're summoned, they can't attack. So they get summoning sickness. Skill Drain is to try and get rid of that underside of them. Also gets rid of their really only good effect, which is burn, but you know what I mean? I'd rather not have burn damage and be able to attack the turn I summon my monsters. Beast Soul Swap. This is a very interesting card. So let's say your Andro Sphinx or your Sphinx Teleia gets targeted by Book of Moon, Tsukiyomi, Snack Steal. Beast Soul Swap lets you skip that. It returns a beast monster from your hand, from your field to your hand, and then you get to summon a beast monster of the same level from your hand to the field. This counts the same monster. So, you can bounce an Andro Sphinx or a Sphinx Teleia that is being targeted by, let's say, a Snack Steal. Just to use the same example. Bounce it back, and boom, you dodge the Snack Steal. Solemn Judgment just for protection and to stop pesky things like BLS from being summoned. Mirror Force for removal, and Ring of Destruction for removal and just to close out games. If you get damage in and then you happen to have an Andro or a Teleia or even Athenian on the field, and let's say you got a good... okay, Here is a prime example of something that will never happen, but it's funny to think of. Finian on the field with 6,500 attack, you're way above life count than your opponent, so you just ring and destruction them for 6,500 life points. There we go. Why not? So yeah, that's the deck. It's functional. It works. But that doesn't make it good. So just putting that out there for everyone. We'll move on to the duels, and I hope you guys enjoy the replays.